Hello my friends, welcome back to Shining Brighter. My name's Nick, and before I get going today guys, as always, if you like the content, if you appreciate the message, then please like, comment, subscribe, help my channel to grow so I can reach out and help as many people as possible. Today's topic guys is life is too short. And at the age of 51, I'm just realizing it now. And it's not because of my age, it's because of all the work that I've done over the last 2 years, investing in myself and coming to realize that a lot of the reason my life wasn't going the way I wanted it to was because of me, because of the choices that I was making, because of my perceptions and my beliefs and my responsibilities. Now the good thing is, even though when I started on the path 2 years ago, it was pretty uncertain, kind of dark and cloudy like you see behind me here. But I can't express how grateful I am that I did, that I took the time, that I put in the effort, and that I did the work. Because I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I certainly wouldn't be here on YouTube. Even though I've been doing this for a few months now, I'm honestly still surprised that I've done it at all. It's not my wheelhouse, so to speak. I don't have a problem public speaking or anything like that. Obviously, I'm a police officer, so my job is dealing with the public. But coming on YouTube and, sharing, quite honestly, very, very personal parts of my life, what I've gone through, at many times, quite a roller coaster of emotions. I'm not gonna lie, the highs were good, the lows were really bad, really dark. But I've always been very resilient, and I've always been strong. I may not have always recognized it, but looking back now, I've survived a lot of really tough things in my life. And don't get me wrong, there are people who have far worse to go through than I did. But I'm not going to discount what I went through. And a lot of that, was my own fault. And I had to learn to understand it, accept it, and hold myself accountable for it. I didn't know my value and my worth. I certainly didn't respect myself like I should have. And because of that, I made a lot of bad decisions that kept me down, kept me in a negative space and a negative environment. A lot of that was my own fault. I allowed it, guys. But I also allowed myself forgiveness, and I allowed myself to invest in myself. If I didn't make those choices, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be trying to share what I've learned with all of you, and I'd probably still be in a really dark place, and I'm not anymore. My life is so much happier, so much lighter. It's getting brighter every day. And it's not just me, people have noticed. People look at me and they're like, hey, you look a lot lighter. Or, hey, like I said before, somebody looked at me and they're like, wow, you look like you're 10 feet tall. And those are physical things that people are noticing. And it's because of the work I did. Life was too short. I recognized it. I didn't want to stay down. I didn't want to stay negative. I want to enjoy my life. I want to go after the things in life that I know are going to make me happy. And I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not allowing myself to make any excuses. And excuses really are the crux of what keeps a lot of people from starting down the path. A lot of people will cite uncertainty. Money's always a big excuse. Complacency. Not knowing your value and your worth, not respecting yourself. These are also big things that get in the way. In the grand scheme of things, what it really comes down to, guys, is limiting yourself. Nobody can keep you from going after what you want unless you allow them to. So don't allow them to. What right do they have? None. It's your life. It's nobody else's life. And anybody that wants to try and control your life, or threaten negative impacts if you do something that they don't want you to do, they don't belong there. Goodbye. Send them packing. You get to control your life. So, as an example, if you're, working for a job that you're not happy at, and there's something that you want to go after, something you want to do, something that you think will make you happier or allow you to reach the goals you want to reach, then go after it. What's to stop you? Nothing. Nobody. You have every right to go after what you want. You have every right to make decisions to improve your life. You have every right to tell somebody no. So, if you're going for a promotion and other people are trying to tell you you'll never get it, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not skilled enough, they're projecting onto you. They're telling you that because you're a threat to them. And they want you to buy it, so you get nervous and you tank. Recognize it and just say, you know what? Thanks for the feedback, but I'm good. I got this. And when you show people that you got yourself and you're not going to let them get in your way, that respect comes around real fast. Not only your self-respect, but the respect of the people who are naysaying you. And another example, if you're in a relationship, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, engagement, marriage, I will always urge on the side of communicating, working together, and doing whatever you can to explore if you're both getting out of the relationship what you want and what you need, but also what you're doing to make that relationship work. If, though, you get to a point where it's not working for you anymore, it's become toxic, complacent, if you guys are just roommates more than anything, only then, when you feel like you've explored all options and you just know that it's not going to go anywhere, then don't hold back. Life is too short. Move on from that person. It doesn't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be messy. There doesn't have to be fighting involved. Have the courage to talk to your person and just say, look, here's the situation. This is how I see it. This is what I've tried. And it's going nowhere, and I don't feel that you want to put the effort in anymore. And then do what you got to do. There's no reason for you to stay if you're not having your needs met. As long as, again, this is completely reciprocal. What are you doing for them? It has to be fair. You can't just pin it on the other person, because 9 times out of 10, there's problems on both sides. But if you do have that partner that just won't put in the effort, that's okay. You just walk away. Go and find somebody that will. That's the next part of life being short. I used to limit myself and, look at people that I was attracted to and think either I'm not good enough, they don't see me that way, I'm not attractive to them, whatever self-limiting excuses I could come up with. Really, again, that was a manifestation of me not knowing my worth and my value and not respecting myself. Also had a lot to do with not understanding fear at the time. I've shed all of that. I've done the work. I don't let those things control me anymore. If I believe that there's somebody that I'm attracted to, and that we could be really good together, then I'm going to tell them. What do I have to lose? They say no? Okay. If they say no, you know what? No harm, no foul. Maybe they don't feel the same, but you will feel so much better that you told them how you felt. And if you do get rejection, it's okay. It wasn't meant to be. You're supposed to go on to something better. And when you come out of it and you've taken the time and you stepped forward and you went after what you wanted in life, I think you're going to find that you're much happier than you would have been if you never said anything, never did anything, never tried to do anything to improve. Because what's the point of living your life if you're not going to go after what you want? You're not here just to work a 9-to-5 job and go home and pay bills and not have fun. There are certain things that we have to do. Yeah, I get it. But that doesn't mean we can't go after what we want and improve our lives, make our lives better, get the things that we want, be with the people we want to be with. And it all comes down to your perspective, how you view you. Do you believe in yourself? Do you want better for yourself? Do you accept that you deserve better? Because as far as I'm concerned, I deserve everything that I want, and not because I think I'm entitled to anything, or that I'm better than anybody else, but because I've done a ton of work and I have learned my value and my worth, and I respect myself, and I believe, at my core that I'm a good person. And why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I go after what I want? Why shouldn't I get it? I'll never do it in a way that, I'm trying to hurt anybody to get there. That I don't believe in that. But I'm not afraid. I'm not complacent. I'm not going to sit back and make excuses. I'm not going to limit myself, guys and girls. And you shouldn't limit yourselves either. Everybody has something special to offer. Once you know yourself, and once you've gone through all the hard work, all the dark, and you finally step into the light, and you step back into your own power that you took back, then you go after what you want. And I promise you, you will definitely be grateful that you did. And not because of what I'm saying, but because you did it for yourself. And you should do it for yourself. You are worth it. You do deserve better. And there's no reason you can't have it. So as always, guys, I see you all for who you really are, and I love you all for it. Know your value, know your worth, respect yourselves, and life's just waiting to get better. So go get it, guys. Have a great one.